Those were the headlines that we're tracking for you this evening on What's Brewing Today. Credit-wise Capital, an NBFC focused on two-wheeler and MSME loans, has raised 200 crore rupees in its first institutional capital fundraise. The round was led by Trident Growth Partners, which infused 120 crore rupees. This is Trident's second investment from its 2,000 crore rupee maiden fund. The fresh capital will help the Mumbai-based lender scale its tech-driven credit platform across India's Tier 2 to Tier 4 cities. Joining me now to discuss this further are Gurpreet Singh Sodhi, the co-founder of Credit-wise Capital, and Pravan Malhotra of Trident Growth Partner, as well as my colleague Shruti. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. Gurpreet, let me start with you, right? Credit-wise Capital is an NBFC that specifically focuses on two-wheeler financing and MSME lending. If you could take us through what you have on offer and the kind of presence you've already built.
Oh, first of all, Shruti, Aruna, thank you for giving us opportunity. About Credit-wise Capital, we started this company in 2019 with a focus on two-wheeler products. Since I come from a background where almost 30 years I have led the journeys, and after 30 years, I now been a part of Credit-wise Capital. Along with me, one of my partners is Alesh Abalani. We both have been working together. So I think in last, if I talk about in last 4 years, our growth has been phenomenal in two-wheeler industry because of a core understanding and a tech-driven approach. I think the best part we have built, and we have challenged the legacy way of working. We have a branchless model. We are today operating in 10 states. And if I talk about our growth, it has been 64% CAGR versus if I talk about the industry, finance industry growth is around 19%. So I think our strategy has been very, very clear. We wanted to serve the Bharat in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities through tech innovations, what we have built till now.
All right. Gurpreet, the follow-up question, you've got this fund infusion of 200 crore rupees. I believe you're looking to enhance your lending platform and deepen your presence in underserved cities. If you could elaborate on these plans and any new offerings you plan to roll out anytime soon?
I think this fundraise, phenomenally, what our focus has been very clear. It would be predominantly in 4 major areas. One for us is growth, which we are already, we have been growing for last 4 to 5 years around 60% CAGR. The second is we wanted to enter into new space. We recently started loan against property. The best part is we have till now acquired more than 2 lakh customers, and we would like, the strategy has been from day one is to acquire a customer and live with that customer for 40 to 50 years, giving, fulfilling the needs. So we are starting a product called loan from property, which we will be sourcing through our internal customers. So it's a part of our cross-sell strategy. Then finally is we would now would like to build a strong team. And finally, the fourth is a tech build-up. So I think the best part for Credit-wise Capital, like me and my co-founders, has been focused is to bring in technology in the best of the way where it can create a customer experience, and finally it leads into the growth. Today, if you see, we are branchless. We are operational in 210 cities. Despite of that, we are for last 6 years seamless working and with the ensuring customer satisfaction without us. So I think this is our moat. Our strength has been to underwrite. Within 1 second, 1 minute, we underwrite a customer. I think that is our strength, which is actually coming from a tech.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Pravan, let me bring you into this conversation. You've invested 120 crore rupees to lead the funding round in Credit-wise Capital. That's focused on, two-wheeler and MSME lending. This also marks TGP's second major investment from its maiden fund, right? So if you could sort of talk to us about what made you bet big on this firm, if you could take us through the rationale.
Absolutely. Thanks, Arundhati. So I think, for our approach for Trident Growth, while we look across a number of different sectors, typically we're following sort of the consumption story. And lending in particular is something that sort of tracks that quite nicely. We have been looking at the secured lending space and tracked this for a number of years and been following companies. Credit-wise Capital stood out early on based on the team and the background of the team. So as Gurpreet mentioned, the team is a combination of one which has tremendous domain expertise and long-standing experience in the lending space on two-wheelers, combined with a very strong technology and financing sort of background. So that stood out as a team that we knew was going to be was successful, and we've been working closely with them for some time, and now decided to lead this round. In particular, again, as was mentioned, I think the tech-driven platform that enables them to very efficiently evaluate potential customers, to make loans, monitor them, is something that really stood out. It allows them to provide sort of industry-leading benchmarks in terms of the time, the efficiency, as well as very low NPAs compared to the industry standards. So we really feel that this is a high-growth company that was going to scale tremendously, and we're providing both capital as well as value creation through not only the team's
Sure.
the Trident Growth experience, as well as our founder network and operating partners to help the team in its scale-up journey.
Okay. Pravan, let's talk about TGP now. It has a 2,000 crore rupee target size, reinforcing the firm's drive to invest in category-leading growth stage companies across India's rapidly growing economy. If you could take us through the sectors that are looking interesting, what companies are you in talks with to invest in?
Absolutely. So there are essentially a few different sectors that we're finding quite interesting now. So again, our first investment was in the enterprise tech space with SpotDraft, where we co-led that round. The second one with the CreditWise and the financial services space, in particular around lending. These are two areas we find quite interesting. We are closely tracking on the manufacturing segment right now, again, driven by the Make in India story, the shift from China on the manufacturing side, and in particular, some specialized players. So that's one where we're spending a lot of time currently. The other couple of areas that we're looking at is in the consumer space, in particular, some omni-channel brands, and then healthcare is another focus area that we're spending time on right now. So again, overall, we sort of track broad themes that are prevalent and the tailwinds that are driving sort of the India growth story. But within that, we spend a lot of time sort of looking at very deep mapping of sub-segments, tracking companies bottoms up, and then finding the right opportunity, the right inflection point where we can come in and lead the rounds and help these companies scale to the next level of their journey.
Sure, absolutely. And Gurpreet, coming back to you, you hope to also use the funds that you've raised right now to triple your assets under management, right? If you could quickly tell us, how do you plan to do that? And also, where are your AUMs currently at, and how much do you want to grow it by?
Yeah, sure. See, we started a journey in 2019, and today, if I talk about from 50 crores first year we round, in next 4 years we are around 700 crores AUM as on day we speak. The thought process and the vision what we have set inside and our team and my co-founders is to reach to 4,000 crores by financial year 29 March end. Out of this, 60% what we are targeting will come from our two-wheelers, and from the LAP, which is secured, 40% AUM will be coming from the LAP product. So this is the way we wanted to go. I think the thought process has been very clear, Shruti and Anna, is to keep the portfolio at the top, followed with the growth,
Sure.
a completely compliance-driven company. And the finally is the profitability also need to be ahead. So I think from
Yes.
day one, since I spent almost 30 years working for various organizations, but I think first thing what I was very clear here, the company has to be a profitable.
Okay.
And I think that is something what we are always proud of.
Well, on that note, we'll have to wrap up our conversation. But Gurpreet and Pravan, many thanks for joining us on Startup Street, and wish you both the very best for all your growth plans.
Thank you, Shruti.